I almost couldn't come inside. I said, what is happening? No imported crowd. No importation. We could hardly come inside. East and West Portland. Let me tell you, Portland is I'm from St. Thomas, but Portland is my favorite parish. Yes. Let me say hello to all the ministers. And of course, I see the counselors here. And, you know, it is so good to be in the parish of Portland. Thank you so much for having me. I bring greetings to all of you here from the great constituency of St. Andrew West Rural. I hear some people that talk about say, I'm in trouble. I'm in no trouble. Because I'm still faster than anybody when I bring come out West Rural. Them can't keep up with me at all. And I know that East and West Portland, that you are ready to return Action Ann and Action Daryl, right? To return them so that we can get that third term, because we are not going to dirty up Portland. No. We're not going to dirty up Portland. We're not baga man. We're not doing that at all. You know, I hear two people talking, reading scriptures from the Bible, and I don't know them as any godly person, and telling people that if they don't choose them, then they're not choosing God. It's what kind of foolishness is that? Foolishness, right? Nothing like that. Those are false prophets. And I know that East and West Portland, you don't want any false prophets here, do you? We want to continue the action that we have been seeing in East Portland. And I'm going to talk for my sister, because this is where I come usually to spend my holidays. And I have to say that I know that Action Hand, she's been doing a very good job. Yes, making a big difference in East Portland. And anytime I send a WhatsApp message to Daryl, him responding 2 minutes or less. And so you also have an action man for West Side, and I know that you want to keep that. Labor rights, we have a vision in the Jamaica Labour Party. Our leader, Andrew Holness, has set a vision for us. And we're not just having that vision, but we are carrying out that vision. You see the things happening right across the country. And as you heard MP Carencia said, when things are given out, are said in the parliament, you see that all of us on the government side, you see us, tweeting or sending out and telling you what's happening. Well, the opposition, they not say nothing, They're not telling you that them get. But all 63 members of parliament get the same thing. But they're so ashamed because they have not been doing anything at all in the last 18 and a half years, that they're so ashamed. Even the Sparks program, they're trying to cast a bad light on the Sparks program. But I know that when the Sparks program come, I think them are dead. I think they know that it's going to make a big difference. And that is why they're talking so bad about the Spark program. Labor rights, we've seen so many good things happening in our country. We've seen, hospitals, new hospitals are going to be built. Health centers, and I know that Action Ann, she's played a big role in the hospital here in Portland. I have seen the new refurbished police station here in East Portland. And this government, we are very serious about crime. And I know in a very long time we have not seen the crime rate reduced to where it is. And I know that we do still have a ways to go. But the PMP, they have not done a good job when it comes to crime. And they're not even trying to partner with us to fight against crime. And so we recognize all the things that needs to be done. We have refurbished over 100 police stations right across Jamaica, land we love. We have refurbished over 100 health centers right across Jamaica. And as I said, we're not going to dirty up East Portland. I have seen a difference in the garbage collection. And I know, Achanan, you've been building a lot of garbage skips right across East Portland. And we're going to continue that. You know, I hear that there are some great plans coming for East Portland to build up your township. So don't listen to what they're saying about them coming here to make a difference. They will not make any difference. They're all about themselves. Run them when them come to you. They will not make a difference because they were there before and didn't do much with the 18 and a half years that they were in power. We have seen where since we got into government, the minimum wage was at $6,000. We have moved that minimum wage to $15,000. And I know that once we continue with the good management of the economy, that we're going to continue the way forward. And so, labor rights, don't listen to the propaganda. Don't listen to the lies. Don't listen to, and I know, it's easier to latch on to lies than propaganda, Us as a people, it's easier to latch on to lies. Because sometimes I even have labor rights calling me, asking me if this is true. Labor rights, listen to the JLP. Listen to what all the ministers are doing. Not the PMP and the lies that they're telling. When you look at water, and we have Minister Matthew Samuda, and what he's been doing right across Jamaica. Can you imagine? Sometimes you have to wonder, what was the PMP doing? Nothing. They couldn't have been doing anything because we are doing so many water projects right across the island and still have so many more to do. And that is because the PMP was doing absolutely nothing. They're bringing a man, but tell a woman, the first female DPP, to go suck a man's private part. That is nasty, disgusting, indecent, and you do not want anybody like that here in East Portland. So run him when he comes.
Juliet, Cuthbert, it's in life for not now go and feel about the member, But what you people them say, and them want your rule of your next term, them want tear down and pop you down. Nah, listen what them I say, Them want you say you feel, but you are win the next term this year. Right now, Juliet not have no worries. She a lead on everything, yes. And she a win everything.
Labor rights, him not change. No change can't change him. Because even after that or before that, the man called Jamaicans ugly. Can you imagine? You do not want a representative like that. Lepers not change them spots so easily. Not at all. And I am sure that it would just take probably one person in the constituency to get him out. And him probably tell them where to go suck. And you don't want a representative like that. So East Portland, West Portland, I say to you, stay the course. Continue to listen to your Prime Minister. Continue to support your members of Parliament, Darrell Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz. And of course, we are going for the third term. We cannot turn back.
Nah, listen, what them I say, Them want you say you feel, but you are win the next term this year.
Right now,
Juliet not have no worries. She a lead on everything, yes. And she a win everything.
Labor rights, we've invested too much in our infrastructure. Again, as I said, I'm from St. Thomas. And listen to me now. I live at Portmore. And it takes me no time to reach St. Thomas. Because this government, all we are doing is just build and build and build. Nothing was happening in St. Thomas. St. Thomas, I'm telling you, when I left St. Thomas at 16 years old, and I go back to Port Morant, it was the same dead place. Nothing happening in Port Morant. And now I see buildings going up right by the track that I started running, you know, and the Moran Bay Urban Center. And then I heard this week from the Prime Minister say he wants to purchase another 10 acres of land to build some more. This government is what you want to stay, to remain in power for the next term and the next term and the next term. We do not want the PMP back in power. Mark Golding and him brethren, they're for themselves. Him and Peter Bunting, they're for themselves. Remember that they had a bank together, you know, and they made a lot of money from the bank in, you know, things that we talk about. You heard what the DPP said in the FinSac statement, right? They made their money in some kind of way that they don't want to talk about, right? He said Hamen Tapanar is friend them, right? But he's doing absolutely nothing. I would want to ask Mark Golding, what has he done? What's the difference he has made in his constituency? I would love to ask him and his people, what has he done? What kind of difference has he made in his constituency? And for a man who cannot make a difference in his own constituency, how then is he going to make a difference in the country of Jamaica, land we love? None. The Prime Minister is making a difference in his constituency. I saw a brand new basic school going up. I saw apartments going up. Him a fix up in constituency. You know why? Him love the people and him care. We don't just talk about the poor. We care for the poor. All the PMP do is keep the people poor so that because they don't know any better. Right? That's what they do. Keep their people poor because they just have the wealth among a few of them. A few of them. That's how they pass on their wealth and have them Tapanari's friend and them in the PMP. We don't want them to run Jamaica. We have the best Prime Minister right now and the best ministers of government right now and the best members of Parliament right now. So labor rights, when the bell rings, when the Prime Minister says it's time, I hope you are ready to bring back Action Anne for her second term and Daryl Vaz for his what? Fifth term. Bring them back.